Hi, it's Hans at ahappierman.com. Today's topic is planning your future. I like to spend plenty of time planning my own future. I consider this one of the best uses of my spare time and one of the things that I enjoy the most. I don't consider planning to be a waste of time, even though, if somebody would see me sitting in a coffee shop for 3 or 4 hours, with my computer and my planner book and my phone and my pen and my notepad, they might, drinking coffee all that time, they might think, this guy's just sitting there loafing. Well, I'm not loafing, I'm planning. I'm thinking about what I want for myself, and it's enormously productive, enormously fun and satisfying to plan your own future. Because I'm pulling all the information, all the things I'd like to do, and writing it down into some kind of a plan that's probably going to work. You see, sometimes we have goals, but we don't plan how we're going to accomplish those goals. We have dreams, but we don't think about how those dreams would fit into our lives if we would get those dreams, right? We don't think about how would I organize my life if that goal was met and those dreams materialized. How would I fit those things into my life? You see what I mean? If somebody drops millions of dollars on you, how would you deal with all that money, right? Assuming would you just quit everything else and just spend money, or would you keep doing what you're doing, going to work, doing your normal, and you're just working in this extra money into your life? If you have plans to take longer vacations, longer travel trips, how do you work that into your life? When is the right time for you to go? When is the right time to go to that location? How do you fit that in into your already busy life? I have a place I want to go in the wintertime, next winter, but I've had to kind of schedule my time off around all these other things that I have to do. I have a various work and social commitments that I need to attend to, so I have to choose this time to go. I have to plan it when the right time is for me to go, and I've set aside the time, and going to discourage people from trying to get me to commit during that time. But you have to pick the time because it's an extended travel trip, right? If you're trying to if you're trying to take up a more time-consuming fitness regimen, how are you going to fit that into your life, right? When are you going to go to the gym? How are you going to spend enough time? How are you going to accomplish the rest of the things you have to do if you're going to the gym? If you're already super busy, never seem to have a spare hour a day, when are you going to go to the gym? See, you got to plan. You have to plan, and the planning includes trimming time from other things that are of lesser value at this time. That's where the planning comes in. You have to plan. Well, when am I going to go to the gym? What day? What time? How am I going to make sure I don't have anything else at that moment, at that time, that I should be dealing with, right? You have to plan that, right? Put it in your planner book. This is going to the gym. It takes X amount of time to get there. It takes X amount of time to do the workout. X amount of time to go home. And plus, when you're working out, the forgotten element is you're usually going to feel terrible after your workout, and you have to allocate that feeling terrible time into your schedule too. You wouldn't work out, feel terrible, and then have to do something very taxing afterwards, right? Even as things as simple as going to the dentist for, let's say, a cavity filling. Usually you feel terrible after that, right? You can't eat, you can't drink, your mouth hurts, you feel tough. You have to knowing that you wouldn't schedule things after that appointment, right? This planning and knowing how long things take and allocating the time does wonders for your free time, because you get to things when you should, you leave when you should, you get what you you get what you want done, and you have a much more smooth, much more easy, much more satisfying life if you spend plenty of time planning. Planning, to me, it's an absolute wonderful use of your own time, of your spare time. The more you plan, the more likely your life is going to go according to that plan, or close. Obviously, there's plans may change, but when I'm talking about a plan for your life, I have many places to go. I'm planning where to go and which years it would make most sense for me to do that. So I've got, let's say, a number of places I want to go in the next 3 years, and then, let's say, next year I've got, let's say, the initial part of the year better planned in more detail because it's coming close, and the other parts I'll refine those plans as I get closer, right? This planning isn't something you do once and it's done. This planning is done all the time, and the more you work this planning into your life, the better it becomes. Give that some idea, some thought, all for now.